Flavor Dome.
This is Lincoln with the 4-way split. We had this great idea. We thought, wouldn't it be great if Jared and I sat and had a cigar together and did a bit of a dueling cigar review. So today's selection is the Gurkha Black Ops. It's kind of a boutique, every man's boutique cigar. It's the Black Ops Berserker. This is a full flavored cigar, and we're going to smoke it together this evening after spending a little bit of time in the pool and see if we can teach you guys anything.
It says that I'm supposed to taste toasty tobacco, zesty hot pepper spice, a rich dark chocolate, and salty leather.
Now listen, Jared, this is one of the things we need to be conscious of, because this is a Puro, which means that all the tobaccos in this stick were harvested from the same country. And one of the things that...
Is that how you get the salty leather taste?
Well, it's one of the ways that some cigars become one-dimensional, but apparently not in this case, because a Puro is a cigar where every tobacco in the stick, the binder, the wrapper, the long filler, was harvested from the same country.
Okay, let's get smoking this thing.
Let's get smoking.
All right, I am going with, I have a little V cutter here, and I cut it 2 different ways because I wanted to have an easy draw, which before I met Lincoln, I didn't know what that meant, but it just means I don't want to work too hard to smoke it. So that's why I cut it like this.
Right. And I'm going with a classic straight cut. Now in this case, I'm using a cutter with a bit of a backstop, so it's impossible to overcut your cigar. I'm going to take a nub off until I get close enough to the shoulder, and for me, that's pretty good. This has got a pretty nice nose. I'm getting the earthiness and the leather just from the outer wrapper.
I am getting not much of those things.
So
I kind of started mine already, so I'm just kind of smelling smoke.
That's all right. You've got the cigar. Now listen, right. It must be noted as Jared lights his cigar that we are both drinking the same adult libation. This is billet bourbon. I'm not sure of the proof on this, but it is one of the popular bourbons on the market right now. Now I'm going to try to toast the outer edge just a bit.
Woo! That is a lot of something. Right now, to me, it just tastes like campfire. Like I stuck my head in my campfire and took a big old pull.
One of the things I like to do
is have long dramatic pauses before he speaks. Gather any thoughts.
I like to give it a good spin. And on this one, you can already tell that it's my initial burn is starting to follow a vein on the outer tobacco wrapper leaf. I think that will probably self-correct. I am getting some pretty moderate pepper from the jump.
When he says pepper, for us newbies, it means it burns the back of your throat. It burns way back in here. I can feel it. Makes me kind of want to cough. This, in my opinion, is this a full flavored cigar? Because it's about to knock me out.
Well, on the Cigar International profile that we reference, when you look, there's a number of bars. There's like 5 bars, and this cigar is placed in the 4th strength bar. So it's not as strong as any cigar possibly could be, but it is up there. And as we smoke, you would expect for some of those other chocolates and...
Can you see the what would you call that? The band?
The band, yeah.
The band? Looks kind of cool.
Looks kind of cool.
Sometimes when I'm picking out a cigar, because I don't know much about it, if it's got a cool band, I like that one.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like to get a mouthful of smoke. It's got about a medium draw. It's not loose, but it's not tight. So it's right there in the middle. It seems to be burning well. And I just want to say this. I'll share a little bit more about on the description. They describe this as refined and intense, delicious, and loaded to the brim with high-quality Nicaraguan long fillers. That's Gurkha Black Ops in a nutshell.
It's really strong. So I'm trying to choke it back a little bit with this bullet, which is also strong to me. So right now I got a lot going on. I'm trying to take it all in, but I'm still not getting any kind of, I guess I get pepper, because I've heard you say pepper enough that pepper means it burns back my throat.
Right.
I'm not getting, I don't know what leather tastes like.
Try to think of like what the oldest leather belt you have smells like. And that's the taste that you're looking for.
So again, it tastes like skull spit. Is that what I'm getting? Tastes like skull spit is what leather tastes like.
Well, like, for example, when I take a draw, I'm constantly spinning the cigar, but when I take a draw, I'm taking a good draw and I'm letting it build in my mouth. And then when I go to exhale, I'm not exhaling a breath. I am kind of like easily, gently pushing that smoke out, but with my lips a bit pierced. That way, as the smoke leaves my mouth, it does it slower, and I'm starting to taste things, right?
So you pucker?
So I kind of pucker, and I kind of push.
Pucker and push.
Pucker and push.
I'm not sure that I was ready for the Black Ops Berserker. I mean, it's good. It just came out your nose. It cannot come out your nose unless it goes in a different place than it comes out.
You always want to do, at least me, I do about the last third of my release out of my nose so that I don't overpower myself. Because like in a full flavored cigar, like your eyes will water. So you want to let that come out. You want to taste it with your tongue and your taste buds. And then that last third, you kind of let it, just push it out of your nose.
Okay, let's try it. But if I choke. It ain't come out. It ain't come out of my nose.
You just gotta, look.
My nose kind of burns a little bit.
You gotta make sure that your tongue is on the roof of your mouth. That's one sure way.
Now, how do you hold your cigar? Because, you know, watching Sopranos, I kind of like it when I hold it like this. But I kind of hold it kind of like a sissy, I think. Like, I always just do it like this.
Well, what you want to be able to do is you want to make sure that you can turn it because you want to try to control your burn. You want to make that burn even. That's why you ever roll a cigar at all, is so that it burns evenly.
Okay. Yeah. This is a lot. I think for like a newbie like me, I'll smoke a lot of like almost like sweet cigars or just, you know, Connecticut's or just smooth cigars. This is a lot for me. And normally, like, if I'm smoking a cigar, I will go, this is my most steadfast rule, is how many times do I have to brush my teeth for the taste to go away? Right?
Right.
Like, if I can lay in bed and Liz not kick me out after one brush or two brush. This, to me, feels like a mouthwash, 4-brusher. I'm still tasting it tomorrow with my Bang Energy.
Final impression of my Gurkha Black Ops Berserker. Man, I'm getting the dark chocolate bitterness. I'm getting the spice, bang on. And what I like about it is I'm also getting a little bit of black licorice. I'm just going to say this gets an all good cigar thumbs up. I love to talk about great cigars. I haven't had many turds, but the Gurkha Black Ops Berserker is a good one. With billet bourbon, I would recommend it for sure.
Okay, my final impression is it's too strong for me. It's too much. I think for the novice cigar smoker or somebody who smokes like Connecticut's or whatever, it is a lot. It's definitely a 3 brush my teether scale, which means I'll be tasting it for too long for me. So, for the beginner or even somebody who just doesn't like a full flavored cigar, it's a bit much for me. It's a little bit too strong.
One of the things you're going to see in the coming days for the 4-way split is the pinky ring Mafia. That's a thing. It's going to happen. It's not happening yet. But Jared has inspired all of us, and we will be picking the pinky ring of...
Well, I don't know about all of us are inspired.
Well, all 4. I mean, I'm inspired.
Ruski, are you inspired to get a pinky ring?
Only if it turns my finger green like yours.
Quit focusing on details.
Listen,
look
I'm
big
here to
picture.
tell you.
Big
I'm here
picture.
to... This is what I want to say.
Starting.
We're $11.99 away from having Jared's pinky ring on
That's not
Amazon.
true.
And I have several already saved on my wish list. It's on Guy Stuff. I could share it, maybe with a link somewhere in our comment section. I'm not sure. But what I want to say is...
See, it says guy stuff, not wussy because you can't handle a cigar page.
You know what? We're all about... We want to be inclusive, man. You know, you're not a sissy because you can't handle this. I'm just more of a man than you.
This may be true.
Doesn't mean I'm leaving.